This program is rated TV PG. Some parental guidance for younger viewers is suggested.
From the 815 back to Chi-Town streets where the concrete's cold and the struggle repeats. We ain't sugarcoating, we ain't playing it safe. We bringing the truth, we standing on faith. The chains are heavy, yeah, the world is a cage, but we flipping the script and we turning the page. From the shadows of Freeport to the city, the lies. We claiming the morning through the darkest of nights. It's messy, it's muddy, it's real, but he's the one holding the wheel. Stop running, stop hiding the scars. The light is breaking through the bars. Keep it raw, let the spirit lead. By the blood of the Lamb we are redeemed. From the lockup to the pulpit, set the captive free. This is the sign of the brand new me. Yeah, it's raw, and it's redeemed. And it's redeemed. Chicago land. Wake up from dreams. Young brothers on the corner, sister feeling the weight. It's never too late to open the gate. This ain't religion, this is life in the veins. The power of the spirit, breaking the chains. We talk about the hurt, we talk about the fall, but we talk about the king who stood through it all. Real talk, real walk, no more disguise. Look at the redemption in our eyes. Keep it raw, let the spirit lead. By the blood of the Lamb we are redeemed. From the lockup to the pulpit, set the captive free. This is the sound, the brand new me. Raw and redeemed. Setting the captive free. You know what time it is.
Welcome. You tuned in tonight to tonight's episode of Raw and Redeemed. I am your host, Evangelist Terrance D. Battle, and we have a show that's in store for you tonight. Tonight, our show is geared towards the youth. The Bible says the children are the reward from the Lord, and that's in Psalms 127:3. And understand, your children will be like a live shouts around your table. And the verses tells us that children are a gift. The Lord puts great value on children. He loves them as well as parents do. And we can go up a little bit. We've all seen the news stories. We heard, we maybe even said that the younger generation are like when we were their age. We need to grow up some. So again, we have a show in store for you tonight, and we have some of our youth that's in the studio tonight. We're going to be giving them questions. They're going to be here sitting in as the first youth guest of Raw and Redeemed, and I want to say welcome. And again, we've all seen the news stories. We heard that maybe even we heard and maybe even said that the younger generations are like we were when we were their age. So this may be true in most cases. The results are our own doing and leaders and parents of this younger generation, because the leadership tickles downhill. And again, I want to welcome you to this episode, Raw and Redeemed, and I want to introduce our panel. And I'm going to give give each guest ample time to answer questions, and we're going to start with them introducing themselves first. To my far right, on my right, we have this young lady. Your name is
Eva.
Eva. How old are you, Eva?
16.
And what grade are you in?
I was
That's
homeschooled.
It's all about the youth. And next we have a young man next to her. Your name is? And you're how old? Speak. I can't hear you. Your name is?
Ryan,
And how old are you?
11.
Okay, Ryan. He's 11. Welcome, Ryan, Eva, and Ryan. Thanks for being a guest of Raw and Redeem. And next, your name is?
John Paul,
John Paul. How old are you, John Paul?
11.
11. We have another one. It's all about the youth. And finally, we have.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
12 years old. Again, it's all about the youth. And I welcome you all for being on the couch on this episode of Raw and Redeemed. We will be giving each of our guests ample time to answer the questions completely. And if you're ready, we're going to start with question one. The question one is, what do you all think about the generation that you were born into? What do you all think about the question? What do you all think about the generation that you were born into? And anybody? You answer.
I feel like the generation I was born into, I feel like it can be a good, but people in the generation, I feel like they try to be people who are who they're not. I feel like they're not really themselves.
That's good. John Paul, you jump in.
I feel like our generation can be young and they also can be in time.
Yeah, that's good.
That is what help you in life.
You're right. I like that. Brian, what do you think you do? What do you think about the generation that you was born in? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Are you feeling good?
My generation don't like it.
Speak up.
My generation don't like it.
You like it? What do you like about it? You say you like your generation? What do you like about it?
I like to go to school a lot.
You like to go to school a lot. What do you like in school?
I learn a lot.
Okay. We'll take that. Yeah. So next, Eva, what do you think about the generation you was born into?
I think God can work a lot of miracles.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff happening. The Bible is being, literally the Bible is being played out. Revelation right now is being played out. Bible, and I believe God's going to be saving a lot of people, and I believe that God put us on this earth so that we are a good influence on them too, and that He can save more people that way. I think that there's a lot of darkness, but I know that we're in the time right now where we need to be on Johnny on the spot and be following God.
That's good.
Because you can't be fooling around, so.
That's real good. And to hear that coming from this generation, that's real good. We're going to go to question two. And we're going to do the same thing with question two. Question is, do you think that you have it harder than your parents? Yeah.
Answer is
Do you think you had it harder than your parents?
yes.
Why? I have to ask why. I have to ask why. What makes you think you have it harder than your parents did? We'll come back to you. Next, who think they have it harder than their parents did?
The way I've grown up is nowhere near.
Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know.
Chicago.
Yes.
Just stories sometimes my mom tells us. Horrible.
Yes.
My mom has given me the best life. She gives me everything I can ask for. My mom is the best.
Okay. Get a gift.
I don't need a gift. She gives me just.
That's how mamas is. Mamas say their name. Mamas say their name, and they go, "Oh, my baby gave me a shout out on TV." You might get something new. You think you got it harder than your parents?
No, I think my parents had it harder than me.
Woo.
And because how my dad always tells stories about how I used to walk to school and
Your daddy is from Chicago, ain't he? Or he lived in Chicago, yeah.
yeah, he did. Sometimes when I heard about him walking to school, I think that was all cap.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Hey, what about you, Eva? Because I'm going to come back to you, John Paul. I'm from Chicago. And I know that the youth today does not have it harder than our parents did or your parents did. What about you?
I think my parents had it harder.
Yes, Lord.
Because there was a lot of stuff going on back then. Now, kids nowadays, they get a lot more things that's more fun. But I remember my dad and my mom both had a hard life growing up. And, like, I remember being told that the food, not so fun to eat.
Yeah.
The cheese would plug you up.
Yeah.
The government cheese.
The government cheese. In the block. In the square.
You would have that plain.
They made the baked grilled cheese, though.
That plain old
Peanut butter.
cornflakes.
And didn't have
You taking like.
You're going to say peanut butter. You got to tell them what it came in.
I'm about to tell them. It came in a silver container. And it said, it had a peanut on it. And it said peanut butter. We didn't have Nikes and Jordans. Our shoes came in the same grocery store the groceries came from. That's where the shoes came from, in the aisle. Our tracksuits came from that aisle. Cereal, we didn't know what name brand was. We couldn't eat, magically delicious. We couldn't do that. Our bags, I got to talk to my producer. Our bags of cereal just said cereal. We didn't have a person that rode in the ship. It was just the ship. You understand what I'm trying to say? Our sodas didn't say. It didn't have fruit on it.
It's a cola.
Yeah, it just said the name of the pop. If you wanted a cola, it said cola. If you wanted a ginger ale, it said ginger ale. You didn't even get an orange pop. It just said orange. And the color, you didn't even know it. It didn't even say orange. The color of the can was just orange. You knew what it was. You understand? But understand this. Your generation is pampered. We, and I say we as a group, me as a parent, I strive and I thrive to give my child a life of something better than I had. We are able at this point to go out and work and provide you all with the things that you need, opposed to us couldn't having it. I was in a family of 5. So we couldn't just go out and order pizza or go to the restaurants and go to the drive-thru. We had to go to the grocery store and buy the generic frozen pizza for $5 to eat and put it in the oven. We made Kool-Aid. We didn't have juice boxes. 2 bags of Kool-Aid and sugar, and sometimes wasn't no sugar. Worshiping and understanding that nothing goes forward unless you put God first in your life. And you four as individuals are leader. Question 3. Looking at the other kids that's your age, either in your family or at school, can you tell that they are different? Can you tell the differences between you and them? Let me read that to you again.
When it comes to behavior.
Looking at the kids in your school, look at the kids that's your age, whether it's the family, in your school, can you tell the differences between them? And answer that in your own words. Can you tell the difference? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The kids in my school, the way they act and like their behavior is like crazy.
Yeah.
You would think like they're like wild animals. Like I'm talking like some kids be smoking, doing drugs, taking like some kids taking pills. Some just got caught taking pills in school.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just crazy. Like they really need God like that.
That's the best answer I've heard thus far. Go ahead.
And same thing with Jayon. Last time, like in the first or second semester, like barely in like 2 months of the school, they installed smoke detectors or like vape detectors because people already started vaping inside the schools.
That's crazy. So what about you? Answer. You like to answer. Do you think, what do you think about the kids your age? It can be a family member or the kids in school, but what do you, can you tell the differences between the way you are and the way they are?
I can. I've had some friends that I can see by their actions they don't follow God. And God changed me because I was kind of in that stuff too. And the Holy Spirit told me that I need to stop. You know, it was wrong and I needed to focus more on Him. And that's what I did. And I had more peace and joy and happiness in my life. And, you know, and then I realized that it's good to be a good example to other kids. Because, you know, this world, you know, there's a lot of darkness. And, you know,
a lot of darkness.
We need Jesus.
Yes. Ryan, you're awfully quiet over there. I'm going to pose this question to you. I want to answer out of you. And we're going to reiterate on that question. And looking at the kids of your age, either your brothers, maybe be a cousin, maybe be a friend, maybe be a neighbor. But can you tell the difference between you and them? Do you act different from them? Do you act the same as them? You know, what do you think? Speak up.
I act the same.
You act the same? I mean, okay, acting the same. That's pretty good. We'll take that. Well, so let's go to question 4. Here's question 4. It's going to piggyback off of that question. So, question 4 is, why do you think their behaviors, the way they act, are different from your, wait a minute, let's go back. Why do you think your behavior, the way you act, are different from the way they act?
Because I've learned that when somebody grows up in the house of God, it's different than growing up in the world.
That's good.
Because if you're growing up in the world, there's a lot more darkness. But if you're growing up in the house of God, there's a lot more light and peace
That's good.
and joy.
That's good. I like that. You got your hand up.
Yeah, so I think, like, the difference between that they act and that we act is that they probably, like, grow up in different households and they have the wrong mentors and the wrong fatherly figures and stuff like that.
You look like you itching to say something. Spit it out. Go ahead. Go give it to me.
I think the way that impacts because the way I act, because yeah, we all struggle, but the way I act is I have kind of like role models. I have like one of my biggest role models, of course, God, and like pretty much they don't have anybody to really look up to, so they try to be what's around them, and they try to like be like what I kind of said in like question 1, I believe. Try to be what they're not, and like so they don't really have anything. They don't really have anyone to like look up to. All they have to look up to is the world, because they don't really have role models.
And Ryan, question. Why you think that your behavior is different from theirs? What makes you different?
Because every single time I wake up, my brothers and sisters come home saying,
Can't hear
Speak up.
my brothers and sisters said they need my help, so I have to help them anyway. So I need my help again, I help them out.
And that's good. But I was looking for an answer from each and every one of y'all, and I'm just going to give you that answer. I was waiting to hear somebody, the first thing to come out of their mouth, say that because I put Christ first, they're not walking with that grace and mercy on them because they're not putting God first in their life. When you have God first in your life, all doors will open up for you. And I just want to say this before we go to the next question. I love the way that all four of y'all answer these questions. But if you are the oldest sibling, you could be the middle sibling, or you can be the younger sibling. With you walking in your face, you should all take a vow to say, hey, I want to live in love. I want to live in God. I want to be the mentor to my brothers and sisters. If I'm the baby, I want my big brothers and little sisters to look up to me like I look up to them. If you have to lead them back to God and teach them to do the right thing, then take the time and do it. This is our future, Raw and Redeemers. This is our future. And you hear them answering these questions. And this is what I like. What about you, Eva?
I had a friend. I have a friend. I had to choose between God and this movie. And I was thinking, if I go and I try being a good godly example to this person, that'd be good.
Yeah.
But then I also remembered that if I do go, that was also a gate for the enemy. Because I was trying to figure out if this movie was good, if it was bad, and I actually found out there was actually some very bad, ungodly stuff in it. And I chose not to go and stuff like that.
And I'm glad that you said it that way because before we go to this next question, that was my reply. We all know that we irritate you as older siblings and you being the younger sibling. But at the end of the day, we love you. We will never let nothing hurt you. Nothing or no one hurt you.
My brother don't play about me.
Exactly. And that's the point we're making. So understand this. We want you to live as we live. Love everything you come across. Even with this next question, I want you, each and every one of y'all, to think as you answer this question. Think real good. I'm going to read the question twice. I'm going to ask the question twice. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you were just stuck and might be made fun of or bullied if you didn't go with what the crowd was doing? I'm going to read it again. Say it again. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you were just stuck and you might get made fun of or bullied if you don't go with what the crowd is doing? Go ahead.
So like me for my friends, like they could try, but then in the process I'm gonna start roasting all of them.
Well, you don't know how to play dozens. I'm the king of the dozens.
And then now everybody's laughing at them now.
Yeah.
And then now I've won now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they can try, but I will still win.
Okay.
Personally, me, most of the people I be with or like hang out with, they know that they know the stuff I do. Like they know I don't be with people who like do drugs or anything. But I'm just saying, like if somebody where they like, yeah, you want to do drugs? I'm not saying nobody ever asked me that before, but if they know to never ask me that because they know I don't do none of that stuff. So pretty much anybody, I feel like as much as I recall, I ain't never been in a situation like that. Because like if I don't want to do something, if you're really my friend or I hang around you, you would know I'm not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I don't want to do nothing, if I don't want to do something, I ain't gonna do it. I don't let peer pressure get to me.
You want to know what government cheese was? Hey, I was listening to what government. They ain't even teenagers yet. You ever seen the block cheese in the store? I can't say the name of the block cheese, but you know the block cheese with the cardboard bottom? The V cheese, they come in the cardboard box, in the box, like a what is it, a rectangle?
Orange?
Yeah. But it was bigger than that. It was like this.
But they also got make a mac and cheese?
Yeah, it made good mac and cheese. I tell you that now. Sometimes the cheese didn't melt inside the mac and cheese, but if you wanted a cheesy Mac and cheese, you cut that big old block of that government cheese up because it was this big. So you can cut it straight down the middle. You cut it straight down the middle in half like this. And then you take that half right there, and you can cut that about 10 times. You can slice it thin, you can slice it thick, or you can slice it medium. And you can make some good grilled cheese with it. You can make some good macaroni with it. You just cut it up and eat it with crackers or whatever you want to do. But you couldn't go to the bathroom. You couldn't. Sorry, excuse me, Lord. You couldn't boo-boo for a couple of days. I was trying to tell you. The pink stuff didn't work. The white stuff didn't work. You know, the pickle juice didn't even work. You was just sitting there with your stomach hurting because you ate that government cheese. Don't eat that government cheese. Yeah, just rock. Because the government cheese went in rice. It went in grits. It went in eggs. Let me stop. Listen, this is Raw and Redeemed.
From the 815 back to Chi-Town streets where the concrete's cold and the struggle repeats. We ain't sugarcoating, we ain't playing it safe. We bringing the truth, we standing on faith. The chains are heavy, yeah, the world is a cage, but we flipping the script and we turning the page. From the shadows of Freeport to the city, the lies. We claiming the morning through the darkest of nights. It's messy, it's muddy, it's real. But he's the one holding the wheel. Stop running, stop hiding the scars. The light is breaking through the bars. Keep it raw, let the spirit lead. By the blood of the Lamb we are redeemed. From the lockup to the pulpit, set the captive free. This is the sound of the brand new me. Yeah, it's raw, and it's redeemed. And it's redeemed. Chicago land. Wake up from dreams. Young brothers on the corner, sister feeling the weight. It's never too late to open the gate. This ain't religion, this is life in the veins. The power of the spirit, breaking the chains. We talk about the hurt, we talk about the fall, but we talk about the king who stood through it all. Real talk, real walk, no more disguise. Look at the redemption in our eyes. Keep it raw, let the spirit lead. By the blood of the Lamb we are redeemed. From the lockup to the pulpit, set the captive free. This is the sound